Wait a couple of years just so that we have a bit of certainty. I really don't know how to say this any other way. It even makes me emotional. We fucked up. We always said, don't put them on the open internet until we know what we're putting out in the world. Government needs to act now, honestly, like we are late.
I'm trying to find a positive note to end on though. Can you give me a hand here?
There is a point of no return. We can regulate AI until the moment it's smarter than us.
How do we solve that?
AI experts think this is the best solution. We need to... Who here wants to make a bet that Stephen Bartlett will be interviewing an AI within the next 2 years?
Before this episode starts, I have a small favor to ask from you. 2 months ago, 74% of people that watch this channel didn't subscribe. We're now down to 69%. My goal is 50%. So if you've ever liked any of the videos we've posted, if you like this channel, can you do me a quick favor and hit the subscribe?
Earlier, the company, Builder.ai, had secured $250 million from tech juggernauts like Microsoft, SoftBank, and Qatar's sovereign wealth fund. The company's mission? To utilize AI to automate one of the most complex and expensive challenges in tech, building custom apps. Soon, riding on the wave of AI hype, Builder.ai would be valued at a staggering $1.5 billion. But today, things look very different. Builder.ai claimed to be the world's first platform for building apps using mostly artificial intelligence. But under the hood, it was a house of smoke and mirrors, powered not by cutting-edge AI, but by outsourced developers in India, Vietnam, Romania, Ukraine, and Poland. At the end of the day, all that was left was questionable business tactics, alleged accounting fraud, lies, and vanity marketing. Somehow, Builder.ai managed to
Good people can speak truth and debate passionately without fear of a bullet. I weep for Charlie's family, and I weep for my country today. Most of all, I weep for Charlie. The horror of the videos, which we are not going to show because Charlie should never be remembered the way that his killer would like for him to be remembered, as a victim of a bullet. He should be remembered as fully alive as he was. I'm not sure I've ever known a more energetic human being than Charlie Kirk. As I say in that post, I met Charlie when he was 18 years old. I was working at the David Horowitz Freedom Center at the time. I was 28. Charlie was 18. And he was walking around meeting with donors, trying to gin up support for an organization, a little organization called Turning Point.
So I'm Paul Bigger, and I'm the founder of Tech for Palestine. Tech for Palestine is an incubator for Palestine advocacy. So that means that we're trying to start thousands, maybe tens of thousands of initiatives, whether those are nonprofits, startups, or simply groups of people to advocate for Palestinian liberation. You can find out more about our work, how to use our tools, and to volunteer for our projects or donate to support our work at techforpalestine.org. So today we are here, super excited to have the first guest in our series. It's Hassam Nasr from No Azure for Apartheid. So Hassam.
We have a great podcast. I know I've been saying that a lot lately. I think they maybe have been a little better than usual. I think after, the first 1,000, as I've said, we kind of have the hang of it. No big news overwhelmed the week. So I wanted to take the opportunity to spend a little more time than I have been recently with our listeners' feedback. So about half of the podcast is that, because there was so much interesting, good stuff. Some corrections of things I had said before, some additional information on topics. So lots of good stuff there. Also some interesting news and one big event that I thought would be fun to spend a little time on, which is the Picture of the Week event. So as a consequence, I just called this podcast number 1041.
Population theory.
I think we are in one. And there is a lot of agreement on this. And this is what you should be doing in it, so we don't shut it down. First,
I see messages all the time in the comments section that some of you didn't realize you didn't subscribe. So if you could do me a favor and double check if you're a subscriber to this channel, that would be tremendously appreciated. It's the free thing that anybody that watches this show frequently can do to help us here, to keep everything going in this show in the trajectory it's on. So please do double check if you've subscribed. And thank you so much, because in a strange way, you're part of our history and you're on this journey with us. And I appreciate you for that. So yeah, thank you. Dr. Roman Jan Polsky. What is the mission that you're currently on? Because it's quite clear to me that you are on a bit of a mission, and you've been on this mission for, I think, the best part of 2 decades at least.
I'm hoping to make sure that superintelligence will.
Don't worry if you don't understand everything the first time. This is a chance for you to learn both new vocabulary and an important topic.
Absolutely. This podcast is designed for beginners, so we're going to take it slow and explain everything carefully. And for those of you who are already familiar with AI, this is a great way to improve your English skills while learning more about how AI is changing the way we work.
And to help us dive deeper into this topic, we have a very special guest joining us today. He's an expert in AI and technology, someone who has been working closely with companies to help them integrate AI into their businesses. He has a wealth of knowledge about the impact AI is having on the workplace. Adam, would you like to do the honors of introducing our guest?
Of course, Julia.
Once a hub for India's outsourced call center boom. Commonly known as Gurgaon, it's now one of the country's most prosperous cities and a leading IT and financial hub. But it's also a leader in another growth industry, scam call centers.
Let me help you in cancellation.
Why? What will that do? I don't know if you're a scammer or what.
My name is Snigdha Poonam. I am a journalist and writer. I'm mostly reporting on politics and social issues. Around 2016 or 17, I was looking at a completely different story when I figured out about these call center scams and became quite obsessed. It began with India's genuine boom in outsourcing. I would say the beginning of the millennium. There was a whole generation of people then who
I think there is a point where we need to recognize when we're talking to a machine, it's a screen. It's not a person.
I just want to say that it was scary. I'm not easily scared, and it was scary. It was chilling.
Yeah, I think this is in part a reflection of a lifetime of science fiction, which is understandable. It's been part of our lives.
Did you kill her?
I don't think she was ever alive. I am confident that she's no longer wandering around the countryside, if that's what you're concerned about. But I think it would be a mistake if we were to fail to acknowledge that we are dealing with something that is fundamentally new. This is the edge of the envelope, so to speak.
This creature appears as if there were no guardrails.
Now, the creature jumped the guardrails, if you will, after being prompted for 2 hours with the kind of conversation